Tyler.
I'm Bryce.
And today we're just going to be going over just the conference championship games that just happened yesterday. So just give our opinions on it, and then we'll talk about the big game coming up in a couple weeks.
Yep. The Kelsey Duel.
Yeah, the Kelsey Bowl.
Kelsey Bowl. That's what we can call it right there.
Kelsey Bowl.
Trademark it.
All right, and the first one we'll talk about is the Eagles stomping the 49ers. Wasn't really fair. Brock Purdy hurt his elbow.
Yeah.
And poor Josh Johnson had to come in.
I think that's the biggest question, the biggest what if, is just, what if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt?
Yeah. I mean, and it sucked because it's just like one of those injuries, it's just like, he wants to go back in. And he did eventually go back in, but he was pretty handicapped.
Anything. Like just hand off.
He couldn't grip the ball. And, as a quarterback, it's pretty vital. It just sucks that had to happen. And then poor Josh Johnson had to come in there. He had a rough go at it. But then, he had to leave due to a head injury. So, I mean, they even had Christian McCaffrey getting ready to go in.
Yeah, it was their little emergency quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey had a good game, but, you got to be honest here. You know why? It's because he had 1 million touches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
feel bad for him.
I just feel bad, because that's just a pretty sucky way to lose it.
Yeah, especially
because their defense was low-key balling out, but I think they just got tired of being on the field.
Yeah. I mean, you think 31-7, you're not thinking they're balling out, but
yeah, but I mean, like earlier in the game, it was close. It kind of got
close when they were having good offensive possessions as well.
Yeah.
But after, Brock Purdy got hurt, it was kind of over for him.
I mean, they were kind of shutting down the passing game for the Eagles. Like Jalen Hurts,
yeah.
I believe he only like 130 something passing yards. Yeah, he had 121 passing yards on 15 completions. But I mean, they could not stop the run. Like the read options with Kenneth Gainwell, Miles Sanders, and Jalen Hurts. That was pretty dominant.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, receiving wise, you had that Devonta Smith, catch that he had.
Did he have the catch?
It wasn't a catch.
Really?
Have you seen the replay on it?
No, I haven't.
It hit the ground, but
really.
But Devonta Smith was smart enough to get everybody rallied up and snap the ball, so they couldn't challenge it.
Yeah.
So, and AJ Brown, I saw he had a couple drops, but we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I had not seen that wasn't a catch. When I saw it. I never saw it in a review. That's pretty cool though. Well, not cool for the 49ers. I was kind of thinking, the 49ers are going to have a fluke game eventually. I didn't expect it to go like this. I just kind of thought, maybe Brock Purdy would just have an off game or a bad game, being as young as he is. You don't expect him to do as much as he's done.
Like, you can't even blame him for this game.
No, not at all. I thought he was just going to have a fluke game eventually, and I was like, he didn't. He just got hurt. You can't do anything about that.
He was basically just in there just to...
I'm not a super Brock Purdy lover.
I'm not either. I think
I'm not falling into the hype. I agree. Also the luck that has played out for him to even be on the field at this point. Two quarterbacks getting hurt before your third string coming in, that's unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and if I were a third string quarterback that had to go in mid-season form, if I could choose any team to be on for that, it would 100%, 10 times out of 10 be the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you want to be playing with. That is a quarterback system.
But I will say he definitely has stepped in, and he's played well.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He's not like the next Tom Brady like everybody's.
No. I think that if Trey Lance hadn't gotten hurt in week 2, he probably could have been doing the same thing. Trey Lance. I think they start Trey Lance next year.
Yeah, I do too. And and if they don't, who's old player development guy is the GM of the Titans now.
Oh yeah.
Ron Carthorne. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the AFC Championship, where the Chiefs edged out the Bengals on a last-second field goal.
Yep.
By Harrison Butker and a penalty by Joseph Osai.
Yeah.
I believe that's his name. I think that's just a tough break. It looked a lot worse than I feel like it was, because the way I saw it, was kind of like he pushed him.
Yeah.
And it was obviously a push. It should have been a penalty, but it was kind of like he stepped on the back of his heels. I think that's why Mahomes tripped and fell, and then that poor water guy got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, he got drilled, man. I've seen a lot of people being like, "Oh, Bengals versus refs." That is crazy. That is absurd. Anytime any team loses, it's the winning team or it's the losing team versus the refs, and I think that has to end. That is ridiculous. You can't tell me that the refs threw the 2 interceptions. It just didn't happen. Come on,
And just for clarification, what team? What's your favorite team?
Oh, I do happen to like the Chiefs. But the Chiefs had. I mean, the Bengals got some good calls too for them. Like, I just don't understand. And that unnecessary roughness at the end from Joseph Osai or whatever, that's 100%, dude. He had 2 feet out of bounds. And he's like, oh, he couldn't stop his momentum. He was coming in behind him like this. It's not like he were going head on with him. He's coming in behind him, and instead of like, oh, I can't stop my momentum, let me just get kind of move out of the way. No, that doesn't look like I can't stop my momentum. That's an obvious unnecessary roughness call. I don't understand that.
I will say that Jamar Chase had probably like one of the nicest catches of the playoffs on that.
Yeah.
That 4th and 1 where they threw it up into double coverage.
Yeah, I can't tell you how upset I was when that ball was even able to be thrown, man.
4th and 1, and I mean, he really just, Joe Burrow took the meme and made it a real life. So, screw it.
Jamar Chase down
there somewhere.
No, absolutely.
But I mean, I thought Mahomes had a really good game.
Absolutely. Let me tell you about that third quarter Marquez Valdez-Scantling throw. That is beautiful. He's got 2 massive dudes in his face, steps up onto his hurt ankle, and makes an absolutely beautiful, beautiful throw. I mean, just outside of the fingertips of that defender, Mike Hilton, I think it was. That was a beautiful ball, and he continued to do it all game. He had a flu game. I mean, he is
a flu game with the
yes. Just a little term I like to use when Mahomes is amazing.
He's gonna have another flu game.
No, he got 2 weeks to develop. Now he'll be back to regular form.
I don't know about regular form. High ankle sprain. That's tough. But I mean, Mahomes isn't human, so he could.
Yeah, I think it was just so crazy. Like, he throws that touchdown pass I'm talking about, and he goes like this, and he walks off the field, and he is hobbling off the field. I mean, he looks just miserable. I mean, after throwing a beautiful pass, and I saw a picture of after he got up. Travis Kelce was there on the sidelines to kind of like pick him up and stuff, and he just fell into Travis Kelce. It was the most sad father-son moment ever. It was crazy.
They have plenty of time to heal, so they go into Arizona. Chiefs, Eagles, big game.
Now you know my predictions here. Obviously, I do think the Chiefs are gonna win, and it's not just because I'm a Chiefs fan, but if you look at it, I mean, have the Eagles really had any hard playoffs games?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they had the Giants, and then they had to face a quarterbackless 49ers team.
It's just I don't think it's a.
Oh, and did you see the takedown by Trent Williams?
Yes, that was crazy. I don't know what was happening before. I've just only seen the clip of him just grabbing him by the back shoulder pads.
It was just like I don't really know what it was like. Oh, the lights went off. I don't know. It was cool though, because it's like he picked him up from the pile and just
tossed him
down. I mean,
it's just great. Like, they're all super human athletes, and then there's just some who
Trent
are
Williams.
massive.
That guy is he's a beast. I would want that guy on my team.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so you think Chiefs are gonna win?
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's gonna be a blowout or anything, but
I hope it is. I don't like the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't like the Eagles either.
I want the Chiefs to win 10 out of 10 times. I mean, and it might be because I hold some grudges against some players on the Eagles. I'm not gonna name names or anything. Brown.
But no, I agree. I don't think it'll be a big blowout or anything. I would definitely love to see the Chiefs win it again. I think Patrick Mahomes deserves it. I saw this thing on Instagram this morning. It was like, this is the first time 2 black quarterbacks are going to be in the NFL in the the championship game. And I looked in the comments and they were like, y'all got to delete this right now. They're talking like that Mahomes isn't black.
His dad is.
Yeah, his dad. He played in
MLB. Yeah. All right. So what's your final score prediction?
Final score predictions. Well, I think it'll be a pretty high scoring game, to be honest. Like I'm talking probably 42, 35, something like that.
I'm thinking 35-30. Chiefs win it. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
Or, actually, no, you know what? Travis Kelce, Super Bowl MVP. I'm going Travis Kelce. Best tight end ever.
Ever?
I think so. On pace, yeah. I think he's gonna.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he could be on pace too.
But I mean, what he's doing
this season alone.
This postseason, it's insane.
Yeah, I like that.
So I got Travis coming out on top in the Kelce Bowl.
I got Patrick Mahomes my Super Bowl MVP. Maybe Isaiah Pacheco will go off, dude. I love that kid.
Yeah, I don't think they'll give it to him though.
No, they won't.
Like last Super Bowl, who was the running back last Super Bowl for the
for the Rams?
No, it was for the Chiefs. Like he had a really good game.
Oh, Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
No, it wasn't him. It was before. What was his name?
Damian Williams?
Yeah, it was Damian Williams. He had like a really good game, and people thought he should get.
Yes, I remember this. Yeah, and then it was just Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, those are just our kind of just recapping.
As long as Chiefs can moderate the air on defense, not having any like deep balls or really any just kind of shut down the passing game, we'll be fine up front. Stopping the run. I feel like we just have, and I love our secondary. Like, not even like a thing of our secondary is like bad. We need to stop this. It's just their offense through the air is just amazing, really. And I mean, despite this week's game, they still have a really good passing offense. So that's why I think with our offense being as strong as it is, I think we'll win. And even if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt again, I'm not worried about it. Chad Henne is the best backup quarterback in the league.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
That's just kind of like our recap on this past weekend, and looking forward to 2 weeks. We might make a recap
we'll
video.
Have to make a recap video for sure.
See how close we were in our predictions. We could be really close, or we're probably really wrong, honestly.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts is Super Bowl MVP right now, and A.J. Brown is bringing his Super Bowl trophy back to Nashville.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
for my mental sake.